morning, everyone. Welcome to Tribune News on Q, your go-to morning news source, only here at Daily Tribune. We're live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. I'm Louisse Kalingag, bringing you today's top stories. Let's kick things off with today's weather. Pag-asa says a low-pressure area east of Baler, Aurora has a high chance of developing into a tropical depression within 24 hours. If it strengthens, tropical cyclone wind signal number 1 may be raised over parts of central and northern Luzon. The system is bringing cloudy skies and scattered rains to Metro Manila, northern and central Luzon, and Bicol, while the southwest monsoon continues to trigger rain across other parts of the country. Meanwhile, classes have been suspended in the following areas due to bad weather: Muntinlupa, all levels public and private; Santa Rosa, Laguna, preschool to senior high school public; Albay, all levels public and private; Castilla, Sorsogon, all levels public and private. Stay tuned for further updates. For our traffic segment, flooding has been reported in parts of Metro Manila this morning. In Parañaque, water along Dr. A. Santos Avenue corner, Canaynay Avenue reached gutter deep levels but remains passable to all vehicles. Similar conditions were noted at the EDSA Shaw Tunnel in Mandaluyong and along Andrews Avenue in Pasay. Meanwhile, a road crash involving an AUV and a truck is causing delays on C3 Dagat-Dagatan northbound. MMDA enforcers are on site managing traffic. Now let's move on to today's headlines. The Philippine Department of Justice said it has not received a formal U.S. request to extradite Pastor Apollo Kibuloy despite claims by the Philippine ambassador in Washington. Kibuloy faces multiple charges abroad, including sex trafficking and fraud, while local cases against him remain pending. Justice officials emphasize that extradition cannot proceed while domestic cases are unresolved. His lawyer warns that granting extradition could undermine Philippine sovereignty and insists he first face trial locally. Mayors in Kalumpit and Baliwag, Bulacan have voiced frustration over ghost flood control projects that left towns vulnerable to typhoon flooding. Investigations revealed billions of pesos wasted on projects that were never completed or coordinated with local governments. Senator Panfilo Lacson described a nationwide corruption network siphoning funds from public works. Officials say the scams have compounded residents' hardships with submerged homes and ruined crops, as promises of protection remain unfulfilled. For our international news, the U.S. State Department says all 55 billion foreigners holding valid visas are subject to continuous review as President Donald Trump intensifies his immigration crackdown. Officials confirmed that visas may be revoked over security concerns, overstays, or links to terrorism, with student visas facing heightened scrutiny. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has already resigned 6,000 visas since January, quadruple last year's figure, through courts have pushed back in several high-profile cases. The Texas House has approved a new electoral map widely seen as favoring Republicans, sparking national backlash. Over 50 Democrats fled the state in protest, delaying proceedings. Critics called the mid-decade redistricting a violation of voting rights. Democratic leaders in California and New York vow countermeasures, while former President Obama urged caution, warning against partisan gerrymandering. The map now heads to the Texas Senate and Governor Abbott, raising stakes for the 2026 midterm elections. California health officials have confirmed the case of the plague in Lake Tahoe resident, likely contracted from an infected flea while camping. The patient is recovering at home. Authorities stress the risk to public remains low, but advise precautions around wild rodents and pets. Plague, caused by Yersinia pestis, can appear in bubonic or septicemic forms. Officials urge vigilance despite the disease's rarity in the United States. For our business news, American shoppers are rethinking online spending as Temu and Shein adjust to the end of duty-free imports under the U.S. de minimis rule. The change, effective on 29 August, has driven price hikes and slowed sales, with Temu transactions down to 28% and Shein 14%. app engagement is also falling. Analysts say the e-commerce giants are shifting focus to retain existing customers while planning strategic moves in China to navigate the new trade landscape. For our sports news, the Chicago Bulls retired Derrick Rose's number 1 jersey on January 24 during a game against the Boston Celtics at the United Center. Rose, a former NBA MVP and three-time All-Star, announced his retirement in September. Drafted first overall by the Bulls in 2008, he became the youngest player to win MVP in 2011. He joins Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Jerry Sloan, and Bob Love as the fifth player to have his number retired by Chicago. For our entertainment news, actress Millie Bobby Brown and her husband Jake Bongiovi have announced the arrival of their baby girl through adoption this summer. The couple shared the news on Instagram, describing their joy and desire for privacy. Brown and Bongiovi, who got engaged in 2023 and married in May 2024, say they are beyond excited to embark on this beautiful next chapter of parenthood. Now, a quick look to today's horoscope. Libra, balance is your keyword today. Expect clarity in decision making and harmony in relationships. Stay open to collaboration. Your charm will draw the right allies. Financial matters look steady but avoid impulsive spending. Check your luck. The universe might have a surprise in store. For our trivia, Katribu, did you know on this day in 1896, the cry of Pugad Lawin signaled the start of the Philippine Revolution. Katipuneros, led by Andres Bonifacio, tore their cedulas in defiance of Spain, igniting the nation's fight for freedom and inspiring generations of Filipinos to stand for independence. For our viral video, racking up over 100,000 views on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, a pickpockets beware video where a U.S. tourist in Venice refused to let a suspected teen thief escape with her purse and passport. Instead, she grabbed the girl by the ponytail. Thanks to the Find My Friends feature on her AirPods stuck inside the stolen bag, the tourist tracked it down, leading to a hair-raising public showdown that stunned onlookers. That's all for now. Join us again at noon for more updates. I'm Louisse Kalingag, and this has been Tribune News on Q. Have a great morning.